In the Invincible comic series, our hero faced countless trials, from brutal battles to heartbreaking betrayals by those he loved. But one of the most defining moments was when he lost his powers, nearly giving up heroism and being temporarily replaced by another superhero. Join us in today's video as we explore this gripping storyline where Invincible faced one of his toughest challenges yet. Interestingly, many people are unaware that the creator of Invincible is also the mastermind behind the iconic Walking Dead comic series, and now fans of both worlds can look forward to a new exciting game with the upcoming Walking Dead Match 3 Tales. If you're a dedicated follower of the franchise, you can't afford to miss Walking Dead Match 3 Tales. It's the very first puzzle RPG in the series. This immersive game blends unique puzzle and RPG elements, delivering a fresh and exhilarating experience for fans. You get to engage with main characters from the Walking Dead comics, each with distinct skills that enhance puzzle gameplay. Dive into features like collection, character growth, and epic battles, all within an original storyline featuring iconic characters. Plus, don't miss out on the Friend Invite event, which will provide new users with in-game items such as gold bars and VIP tickets. Click the link in the description to participate in the Friend Invite event and kickstart your epic journey with iconic characters. Thanks to The Walking Dead Match 3 Tales for sponsoring this video. Following events of the Viltrumite War and the tragic demise of Thetis, an event we've previously discussed in one of previous videos, Alan the alien found himself thrust into a position of great responsibility. He was chosen to become the next leader of the Coalition of Planets. Overwhelmed by the aftermath of a devastating war, Alan made a very controversial decision: to unleash the Scourge virus. The Scourge virus was a perilous infection known for its ability to weaken Viltrumites, often proving fatal. It had already decimated a significant portion of the Viltrumite population in the past, leaving fewer than 100 Viltrumites at the beginning of the story. Now, with the Viltrumites having settled on Earth to rebuild their numbers, Alan saw an opportunity to eliminate them entirely by releasing the virus on Earth. However, this decision was met with strong opposition, particularly from Omni-Man. Omni-Man, having undergone a profound change in his beliefs and values, believed that the Viltrumites, like he did, had the potential to change. He feared that releasing the virus on Earth would not only doom the Viltrumites, but also jeopardize the lives of innocent humans. A heated argument between Alan and Omni-Man later grew into a fierce battle. Their clash soon took them to the vastness of space. Despite Omni-Man's formidable power, he found himself outmatched by Alan, who at this point of the story grew considerably more powerful. As their battle raged on, it was abruptly interrupted by the unexpected arrival of Oliver, Omni-Man's second son and the half-brother of Invincible. Believing that Alan had attacked his father, Oliver engaged in a battle against Alan. However, the conflict came to an abrupt halt upon the arrival of the Coalition's army. With the dust settling, Alan took the opportunity to explain his plan to Oliver. Much to Omni-Man's surprise, Oliver not only understood Alan's perspective, but also supported it, arguing that the Viltrumites deserved the fate the virus would bring. Resolving to enact their plan, they sent the injured Omni-Man back to his home and departed for Earth. Invincible received an alert about the arrival of Alan and his half-brother Oliver in Earth's orbit. Initially delighted to see them, Invincible's mood quickly soured as they revealed the true purpose of their arrival. They explained their plan to release the Scourge virus and their willingness to do whatever it took to end the war, even if it meant sacrificing human lives. This ignited a fierce disagreement between them. Invincible adamantly objected to their disregard for human life and vehemently opposed the idea of eradicating the Viltrumites. He believed that sinking to their enemies' level would compromise their principles and make them no better than the Viltrumites themselves. Tensions escalated, and the discussion gave way to a physical confrontation as Alan and Oliver attacked Invincible, convinced that they could overpower him together. The battle was fierce and intense, with Alan asserting that Invincible stood no chance against the combined might of the two fighters. However, their battle was unexpectedly interrupted by the arrival of Thrag, the most powerful Viltrumite to ever exist. Alan, feeling threatened, quickly brandished a weapon containing the virus and aimed it at Thrag. He claimed that this new variant of the virus was deadlier. Despite his intense animosity toward Alan, Thrag proposed a truce, arguing that he could kill Alan before the virus took effect. Thrag also pointed out that Alan couldn't be certain that every Viltrumite was on Earth, noting that the only reason he had this information was because Thrag himself had provided it. In this tense moment, Alan began to reconsider his plan. However, before any decision could be reached, the Guardians of the Globe, led by Robot, swooped in, intent on capturing Mark due to earlier events in the story. Chaos erupted once again as a battle unfolded in Earth's orbit. Amidst the distraction, Oliver seized an opportunity and took a virus from Alan, making his way toward Earth to release it. Invincible noticed his young brother's reckless actions and pursued him into the sky, engaging in a fierce aerial battle. Mark was determined to prevent Oliver from releasing the virus, even though Oliver believed the Viltrumites deserved eradication. In the heat of battle, an accidental press of a device caused the virus to be released directly on Invincible. Alan quickly rushed to help and instructed Oliver to not get close, as he could be infected by the virus due to his Viltrumite heritage. Despite Mark's initial reassurances that he was feeling fine, it became clear that the Scourge virus had taken hold. Mark's nose and eyes began to bleed, signaling the insidious progression of the virus. Invincible found himself imprisoned within a Viltrumite battleship, isolated and closely monitored by Thrag to prevent the potential release of the Scourge virus. While in captivity, a Viltrumite scientist working for Thrag made an extraordinary discovery. Invincible had royal Viltrumite blood in his veins, indicating that he was a true descendant of Argel the Great, the legendary king of the Viltrumites. Realizing that this revelation could pose a threat to his position as a Grand Regent, Thrag desperately urged the scientist to keep this information hidden from others. However, Thrag was not willing to take this risk, and he immediately killed the scientist. With Invincible in a coma and his life hanging by a thread, Thrag moved to eliminate the potential threat. Just as he was about to deliver a fatal blow, Dinosaurus, a brilliant supervillain and an unexpected ally of Invincible, arrived just in the nick of time. Dinosaurus launched an attack on Thrag, but the latter's extraordinary durability proved to be an insurmountable obstacle. In the process, Dinosaurus's claws were shattered. In a bid to deter Thrag from delivering the fatal blow, Dinosaurus revealed that he had installed a complex set of bombs linked to his own heartbeat. If his heart stopped beating, the bombs would detonate, causing catastrophic consequences. To emphasize his point, Dinosaurus triggered one of the bombs. With Thrag's attention captured, Dinosaurus questioned his motive for trying to kill Invincible. However, Thrag remained silent and attempted to depart. Dinosaurus made another attempt to incapacitate Thrag, even trying to bite his head, but his efforts were in vain, as he could not inflict any harm and his teeth were shattered. Faced with the pressing need to disarm the bombs, Thrag reluctantly left to address the situation. Seizing this opportunity, Dinosaurus retrieved Invincible's unconscious body and relocated him to an undisclosed location on Earth. Meanwhile, Eve, who had been running Invincible Inc., a company offering superhero services for hire, received an offer from Bulletproof, a fellow superhero with powers similar to Invincible's. Eve accepted the offer, and Bulletproof was equipped with an Invincible costume to take on various superhero assignments while Invincible recuperated. Following the news of Invincible's disappearance, Adam, Eve, Alan, and Oliver swiftly set out on a mission to locate him. Eve reached out to Bulletproof and requested his assistance in the search. Meanwhile, Invincible had awakened from his coma and was informed by Dinosaurus about Thrag's attempt on his life. However, the motive behind Thrag's actions remained unclear. Their conversation was abruptly interrupted when Bulletproof, mistakenly believing that Dinosaurus had kidnapped Invincible, attacked the supervillain. Eve, Alan, and Oliver arrived on the scene and, fueled by confusion and concern, they all converged on Dinosaurus. In the midst of the chaos, Invincible attempted to clarify that he hadn't been kidnapped and struck Alan's shoulder. To his shock, he discovered that his formidable strength had deserted him, and his arm was instantly broken. Mark was taken to the Pentagon, where he underwent surgery on his injured arm. Cecil, the director of the Global Defense Agency, explained to Mark that the Scourge virus had not only weakened his powers, but also raised doubts about whether he would ever regain them. Mark grappled with this devastating revelation, acknowledging that he would need time to adjust to the stark reality that he might never be invincible again. Feeling powerless and vulnerable, Mark returned home, uncertain of what the future held and coming to terms with the possibility of a life without the extraordinary abilities that once defined him.